Clap it up for your competitors tonight, y'all. They got a really tough job, and that's winning. As you're making up here, y'all, the Queen City Award is this November 22nd. Y'all don't want to miss any of the awards, let alone Breakers Fashion hosting. So please get your tickets right now. Get your tickets right now. Y'all, you're on the stage. Please clap it up one more time. Let y'all hands get lazy. Clap it up one more time. Y'all. Oh man, look at all these artists. Look at all these artists. All right. So I'm putting you on the spot. One by one, introduce yourself. Let them know where to find you, what you got going on, and at random. And go. Yeah.
What's up, Charlotte? How y'all doing tonight? My name is Kiana Renee, aka Crazy Keith, and I come all the way from Raleigh, North Carolina. I call myself the philosophical poet because I like to intertwine with philosophies into my poetry, and as it changed my life, I hope that it can change yours. So, I am a published author of 2 books, Mature Emotions and Mature Actions, and my third book, Mature Wisdom, is being published this coming spring. I have a platform called Crazy Poets, and every other Tuesday we do virtual open mics. And to find that, you have to find me on Instagram at Crazy Key, and that's CraziiKi. Thank you.
Y'all heard that with that, right?
Got you right there. Okay. What's up, y'all boys? It's me, Rubix. Y'all can follow me on Instagram at itsrubix underscore. That's ITSRUBIX_. I'm from Jacksonville, Florida. Fun facts, I am a rattler, if you can't tell. Y'all hate. Sorry, that's all right. I'm a spoken word artist. I teach poetry workshops for kids, adults, college students, whatever you need. Spoken word, slam artist, all that. I have an upcoming book coming out called The Sun Above the Rain Clouds. If you was here in September, you may have been at my show, The Sun Above the Rain Clouds, a spoken word experience. All the show vibes are in the book, okay?
What's going on, beautiful people? My name is Brother Hill the Hood. I come from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but the earth is truly my turf. I'm an international educational consultant. I'm a 7-time author, but right now at this moment I'm a child of God who really just want to cook. So follow me on Instagram at abutlermke. But I'll be here to connect all night with folks. I hope y'all enjoy it.
Jamal Rock is the name, JamalRocké. You can find me at jamalrock.com or Jamal_Rock on Instagram. I'm here to have a good time. We're going to put on a show tonight for y'all, all right? Carolina, what's happening?
What's happening, y'all? My name is Sean Barker, poet, producer, actor, musician, all that good stuff. You can follow me at The Real Sean Barker, SHAWN, pretty much all platforms. Honestly, I just came out to see which one of y'all gonna come in second tonight. I'm just, I've been watching the Larry Bird Ultimate Mixtape, trying to work on my trash talk. Appreciate it.
Check. All right, clap it up one more time for your competitors. Y'all can go ahead and have a seat. Go ahead and get comfortable. First competitor, go ahead and get ready. Let me talk to y'all real quick. All right. How many of y'all been to the poetry and motion competition before? Let me get a raise of hands. All right, it's scattered. Some of y'all. All right, so let me tell the rest of y'all how this usually goes. All right, we'll call up one artist one by one. They do a 10-minute set. 10 minutes. If they go over that 10-minute set, they lose a point. All right, we got 3 each in every. Thank you. I know, right? I wrote this thing. Anyway. All right. Because it's right up here. All right, so it says, all right, they're being judged on crowd engagement, creativity / wordplay, and energy. Y'all, can y'all give me up some energy? Like, what does that look like? Let me clap your hands. Now, that's energy, all right? be able to vote for who you think is the best artist on this stage. Yeah, the person that wins the judge vote, they'll go on to the finals, but you get to choose who gets their own Frank Expression feature. Clap it up for that. That's incredible. Oh my gosh, what did they do? The Frank Expression feature is a paid feature, because a paid feature gets you paid. Does that make sense somewhere? All right, but either way, you're going to learn more about that a little bit later. All right, but y'all ready for the show, right? Yeah! All right, now we got to get some practice. Can I get some steps? Can I get some claps? Can I get some oohs? All right, can I go ahead and bring up your first competitor, Jamal Ross? Now, come on up here. Check. All right, make sure. All right.
Charlotte, can I take it there? Charlotte, can I take it there? Because truth be told, it takes more than a fat ass, a pretty face, round tits to impress me. Trust, the finest lips have been wrapped around this dick. Truth be told, it takes more than a fat ass, a pretty face, a round tits to impress me. Trust, the finest lips have been wrapped around this dick. To fill my appetite, I've sampled different delicacies on my cross-globe trips. Back when I was screaming, get between my girl's legs, better smash that. Don't be surprised when she asks where the cash at. It was all about where the next piece of ass was at. Mentally grown, now I'm past that. You see, the old me slowly is only available via flashback. So I'm gonna pause. I'm gonna let them young thugs have that. If you would have asked me, what are you cooking tonight? Truth be told, my response will be to let you know the entrees listed on my cooking menu is minimal. We in Charlotte, so we eat takeout tonight. I'm only 5'11", but being 10 toes down made me stand taller on sight. Babe, you'll get to respect my mic. But a bird with one wing cannot take flight. So if it's real, let me feel. Because these seems right. Truth be told, even a healed man has scars. The ones on the surface, those are from the journeys then. But them deep ones, those from the journeys afar. Okay? Place your hands on my heart. Feel this rhythm, I want us to dance to forever, and all you gotta do is play your part. And it's looking like right now is a damn good time to start. Truth be told, these days, I can't put myself first. You see, my mind ain't always right. At this age, I figured I already made that ride in that black hearse. But thanks to you, these days are filled with light. Things were planted to see me reverse. But for the protection I pray for at night. Now, if the world give me the recognition that they think I deserve, I give the Most High credit. I'll just take an extension of life on this earth with a woman that's worthy of carrying my child until childbirth. Don't call me your Superman. That title means nothing to me. How about you call me your man and watch your life change drastically? Girl, if the feeling is the same, then let me change your last name. Together we shall build a kingdom that will remain. We got what it takes to eliminate that weight, but the path must be the same. For when all is revealed, you shall see. You don't need terrorists to tell you the future. For what is to come will ask you what you wanted to be. And all I want you to do is tell the days of the future is that you wanted to be with me. Boom. Black people, black people. This is just a test. This is just a test. The African slave trade started over money. This is just a test. This is just a test. Conquerors selling their conqueror to oppressors for milk and honey. This is just a test. This is just a test. Black folks watching black folks go hungry. And trust ain't shit about that funny. Because if we come together, create spawns forever, there will be no end to this money. But this is just a test. This is just a test. Black Wall Street divide all odds. Black folks to the wall were once again seen as gods. But due to the cards being dealt, the odds being felt, these days it's all a facade. We would rather go to war against each other than to recognize who we truly are. Testing, testing. Some still exist from when they march. The precedent was set by others long ago, but remain in our hearts. The black dollar shall forever exist in unity. But sometimes we're divided, sometimes we starve. But this is just a test. This is just a test. Real love sees no race, creed, or gender. Yeah, this is just a test. This is just a test. But your gods, your culture make y'all prisoners, so please surrender. Y'all emotional vultures trying to take what is not yours. This peace that I work for, these days that I want more, to preserve, I will want more. I'm around with picnic about this, so I dead at your front door. Mic check 1 2 1 2. This is just a test. This is just a test. Being from a distant land, I never knew you needed a marriage license to get married. Yeah, this is just a test. My first union was all fraud. I muscled up for my green card. I battled the feds and remained scarred. I low-key just stitched on myself real hard. But I'm not a poet, I don't read bars. I just vent to y'all real hard. Through transparency, I recharge. I just hope this energy reach y'all. Because my check 1 2, y'all know the rest. This is boom. All right, let me take it back. Because the speech comes in a low tone to maintain y'all's focus. But the baritone through this microphone just put that clitoris on notice. I don't know if you guys know this, but when that pressure gets released, splash waterfalls on these sheets, we shall see what we can see. But this is not a sex poem. This is a process of creation that must be believed. A miracle of a baby girl or baby boy. I just want to enjoy planting that seed. Babe, I know you're weak, but you're going to have to stop shaking at them knees. It's time for round 3. Round 1, though? She like round 3, huh? Round 1? Round 1 was all about me. About how I've grown from a life of selfishness and foolery. About why it was necessary for only me to eat when there's a feast to feed, but because of greed, I call starvation for the family. Never again shall I maintain a state of being emotionless. Cause for distress, that this is SOS. I looked away from the rest, where it simply wasn't worth my stress. Family, I didn't even shed tears when they laid loved ones down to rest. But round 2, Taco. Round 2 is all about you. Yeah, I said you, beautiful. About how you managed to make an empty creature full. About how you took no bullshit. A solid queen as you stood still. You didn't even flinch when being charged by this bull. It is crazy yet sexy how you kept your cool. Your warmth faded my cold. I was built rough around the edges so I would fold. Things in the future can wait as I grow old. For all I want in this world is my soul, your soul, melting souls, make us whole. On one knee, I propose. Babe, say yes. Say I'm yours. Round 3. Round 3 is all about we. About what this union can be. About a love that can outlast an eternity. Generational wealth is across the street for us to keep, but in unison we must move our feet. Bless is our home, but we must also be a blessing to those in need. Our child can create lifelong smiles. Make that two or more if you're down for a ride. As long as they have your attitude, your passion, your desires. Trust me about it. I'll be the protector, so fear no why. For round three is where I plan to proceed in creating us a child. Paul, Charlotte, I love y'all.
Yo, please clap it up one more time for Jamal. Producers be messaging me, commercials. That's just how it goes. You know, it's a show. Oh man. Who going to help? That's how it's spelled on the flyer. All right, so there's a comedy special November 14th. I wish we got November 14th date. Anyway, November 14th, there's a comedy special. Y'all like comedy specials? Yeah. Y'all like it more than poetry though. All right, cool. I'm just making sure. Make sure y'all in the right place. Anyway, so who going help November 14th? Is that right here? Yeah, Ice Brewery. All right, tickets are on sale right now. On a live recording? That's a lot. Oh, please check Queen City Awards, whole entire page. All the tickets are right there. All right, we're gonna go ahead and get on with your next competitor. Y'all, can y'all please start clapping right now? Start clapping right now for Crazy Keys. Come on, we take the ball on.
All right, what's up, Charlotte? So I'm looking to the crowd and I see, yeah, we got a little date night vibe going on, huh? Y'all look good. I hope y'all feel good because y'all look good. So, you're welcome. So, with that being said, I just want to take y'all on a journey about what it is to start dating because I know we all go through it. And I feel like that first step, right, is that irritation that we start to feel with, sex. Sensual, euphoric, exercise. Yeah, I know the acronym spells C, because I want you to see something. I want you to visualize what I need, see? I have this frustration that entices me to give up on humanity. I'm just tired of my sacral chakra being imbalanced. But see, y'all niggas just ain't doing it. So, let's close our eyes and see this. My gold-length skin at statue height. My ocean crown flowing down my back. My yellow aura of positivity surrounding me. Yeah, I see the drool leaking from your eye. Because I see me too. I see the beauty that stains me. But I know the magic behind me. So much magic. You don't deserve what you see. Because you don't see with your soul, but with your body. And I just don't have it in me to let my body be touched by the seat. But again, I have this growing frustration because my soul needs to be pleased. Sensuality. Each touch needs to hold a meaning I can feel and trust, baby. I feel everything. I need your kiss to be in a moment, so present your mind flashes my personality, my charisma, my kind-hearted actions, even my impractical way of life. I need to feel while you're even into me. I need your fingertips to feel my innocence and caress my insecurities. I need the energy from your palm to scream how honored you are to be in my presence. I need the fingers to entangle with the ties before the breaking wave. My head yanks back, but that's okay. Because I feel your euphoria. Be happy. Excuse me. Excited to be with me. Humiliate yourself with a smile. I know this for sure. This doesn't need to be intense. As you know, there's nothing intense about me. See his damn sin staring in my eyes, giving you all the reasons to exercise your love for me, your gratitude and meaning for me, your appreciation in accepting me. Each touch is a sentence to me, and I damn sure don't need it poisoning me. I needed to reassure me that you're in this for me and not your sexual game. Baby, I need you to see me before you even think you know how to please me so that you can get the same. Thank you. So we all been there, right? We all was like, I know my worth, right? And then somebody come into our lives and, they're giving us what we want and all that. And we playing R&B songs, when they got you playing R&B. And like, all you got to do is say, yes, right? And then you're looking at yourself and you're thinking about them and it's just, say yes. To the ideas that flourish your mind when you walk behind me. Gazing at the aura that surrounds your beauty, your beautiful beauty that confines your beast. I am the sun that sets with you in the east, walking along with you on the beach. Say yes. To the points along my soul, your favorite constellation, giving you direction on when to take control. I am. The poetry that comes to life, your muse with no confusion. If I am the art, you are my museum. I want you to say yes. To the destiny you see in me. Your purpose you discovered in my eyes between the deepest of cries I tried to hide, but you decluttered the overflow in my mind with trust and reassurance, assured you could be my safety, my haven with the space you created. All I had to do was say yes. I think it's time we gave this a try. A shot from Eros, a divine guide, a connection, a reflection of God's love, a balance of masculine and feminine. There's nothing above this type of trust. A melody that's played in love songs on repeat because we can't get enough. It's a buffet of substance that leaves us both stuff. I want to know into your vision of us. Become the source where manifestations are formed. A magical pool with two fools, a childlike love and innocence that come from healing those feelings that don't align with this. This is new. This is pure. And if I knew that this is what I've been waiting for, then I apologize for my lack of patience. But I didn't know the answer to my prayer was yes. Thank you. Right? So now they got us feeling like that, right? Ooh. And you know that good feeling when you met the one? When you met the one and not the restarting the cycle, you know what I'm saying? And it's just something about when you met the one, it just makes your heart feel like a gospel, right? And so with that, I want to leave y'all with this one question. And if y'all feel what I'm feeling, feel it with me. But can I shout? Can I express the glory ordained to me? Exemplify what highly favored looks like upon your eyes. And I hope it's so potent you catch this secondhand high, because I can't be the only one when I shout. When my hands are lifted, face tilted as a sweet chill of abundance graces my forehead, hugged by prosperity again, while they may laugh at my confusion when I ask what's the occasion, the reason is blessings can just always happen. It feels good to exist. A bliss I just want to get off my chest. Let me take that back. Stay glued to me because it's fuel to me. A nostalgic feeling when the hymn starts singing this little light of mine. And I'm shining, 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 shining. Because this winning is infectious. ain't like my name. So I just gotta shout. Move my feet because I'm happy. So let's clap along. Farewell to the gray skies because this smile is not parallel to a rainbow. It just matches hues. Because I was hurting. Learn from the shots pouring to I no longer wanted to get used to a life I did not want to live. A mindset of habits, my reality became its habitat. So I rebuked it time and time, and I called my power back. Because this sinner wasn't singing blues, I was reading while feeling I had no more to lose. Overloaded with knowledge that was useless, but the cure to apathy is to use it. I use my relationship with God. Encompassing the love languages, and I know we may ask how we can touch the omnipresent. Well, two of God's creations is holding hands. So I built that understanding that it's God physically surrounding me. So enough of this trauma bomb. Can we fellowship in greatness? Can we bask in a shared experience where joy and abundance are the only attendance? Even just for 1 second, and breathing is your only reason. Everybody stand to your feet and shout. Thank you.
Y'all, can y'all please clap it up one more time for Crazy P, y'all? The show over. All right, that was me, not the mic. All right, can y'all please clap it up right now? Start clapping right now for Sean Parker. There you go, keep clapping, keep clapping, keep clapping. They call men dogs.
And I'm definitely a dog. The more you withhold love from a dog, the more loyal and obedient he becomes, desperate for affection and eager to please. And I've spent years begging for the attention of women who wouldn't notice if I played dead. Women who only call for a cash app or when they want me to fetch them some food. And I try to tell myself I'm not that dude. When it comes to women, they quickly discover my demand for mutual respect is all bark, no bite. For I've made myself into a freeway to be run over. In the name of love that does not exist. And I promise I'm not out here in these streets chasing tail and just hoping they'll throw me a bone. I'm trying to find a woman who feels like home. They say choose people who choose you. But instead I choose people who would go to great lengths to make me feel guilty for choosing myself. And so I never choose myself. I just pray the ones who have my loyalty and devotion also have my well-being at heart. Hoping one day this dog will have his day in the sun, and yet I Icarus my way through relationships and come crashing down into what I thought was a sea of love, only to find myself drowning in the undertow of a river of deceit. It's been said, if someone is feeding you crumbs, it's because you're eating them. Not made meals of them. It's hard not to feed up, full up on crumbs when the alternative is to starve. But now I leave trails behind for fear of losing sight of my self-respect. Forever fighting the instincts to react like a wounded animal when all I want is someone to greet the door and shower with kisses as if it's been months since they last returned home. And I've been digging deep for the courage to run away from toxic relationships. But even now I know this confession is futile. For at the slightest hint of affection, one call on my name and I'll come running home. So I may as well put back the skeletons, unearth no more until that skeleton is my own because I'm a dog. And burying bones is all I know. What's happening? So, thank you. In poetry, we talk a lot about the red ribbon. And the red ribbon is that nice, neat little bow that you put at the end of your poem that redeems everything that came before it and summarizes everything into a nice, neat little moral or lesson. I don't like red ribbons. Art is meant to be a reflection of life, and life is often ugly, so sometimes art should be ugly too. And this is an ugly poem, and it's probably going to be awkward when it's over, but maybe that's the way it should be. Ask me about privilege, and I'll tell you about being poor. I'll regale you with stories of sandcastles along the shores of Lake Erie. Tiny feet sinking into sand. I give young black boy my bucket. Boast the parents of good deed done. Unzipped smile stitched from ear to ear. Pat on head posing as Nobel Peace Prize for preschool. Tell you about recognition, being human. Blue ribbons for basic decency. Ask me about privilege, and I won't tell tales of invisibility. I'll tell you about being seen. I'll tell you about, have you been helped, sir? I'll tell you about benefit of the doubt, about being last place looked when anything turns up missing. I'll tell you about never being accused of switching the tag of good old boy discounts. I'll tell you about being extended credit, but not needing it because your word is as good as gold. I'll tell you about getting high. I'll tell you about collecting government checks to run dispensaries while brown-skinned dealers rot in prison. I'll tell you about written warnings, let alone warning shots. Ask me about privilege. I'll tell you about never knowing the fear in a mother's eyes each time she watches her son, brother, father, mother walk out the door. I'll tell you about never having to worry that the blood of my blood might one day be kaleidoscoped across pavement by police. Street mural, ready-made to hang in a museum as a future reminder of our so-called progress. I won't tell you of this mother's struggle. I'll tell you about numbness, indifference. I'll tell you about choices. Ask me about privilege, and I'll tell you about having the option to never have to think about any of these things. I'll tell you about being tired of talking about race despite having never engaged in the discussion in the first place. I'll tell you about power buttons. I'll tell you about being able to minimize, monitor, and make it all vanish like Facebook activists at a rally. Ask me about privilege. I'll tell you about being able to die with dignity. No dirty laundry to be aired in headline above obituary. I'll tell you about whitewash. I'll tell you about bleach so strong it could wash away your sins, like preachers and presidents. I'll tell you about appropriation, about style and jazz and Jesus. I'll tell you about capitalizing on the oppression of others. Ask me about privilege, and I'll tell you about anti-gravity. Sky's the limit. I'll tell you of never knowing glass ceilings. I'll tell you about being the sun in vacuum. I told you I was going to be awkward. Am I clapping for racism if I clap? Or am I clapping for me? All right, so I've been really struggling trying to figure out what to do for my last poem. I had about 3 or 4 on the list, and this is none of them. But gotta speak what's on my heart. So. God won't give us more than we can handle. These are the words she spoke to me as she calmly and casually explained why the woman who gave me life would be forever damned to a fiery abyss, you see. Those who know me, when my mother passed away, but there are certain details that I frequently omit. Details that I happen to conveniently forget because the truth of the matter is that she took her own life. While suicide is typically born of selfishness, this was an act of selflessness, born out of courage, not of cowardice. But just 2 months prior, she'd been told she had less than a year to live. But in life, nothing's promised and nothing's free, because if she wanted that time, there'd be hundreds of days of treatments, making 365 deals with the devil, only to be pumped full of chemicals until she looked like a skeletal shadow of her former self, and she decided that was no way to live. So she took matters into her own hands, and one day we awoke to find the snow had settled. I knew this is something she'd been contemplating. And I told her I understood. Because the only thing harder than saying goodbye to someone you love is seeing them in pain. And every day I have to live with the fact that my understanding was the equivalent of a signed permission slip for a one-way field trip to the afterlife. But God won't give us more than we can handle, she said. Because in her world, suicide was a direct flight to Hades. Do not pass go and did not collect your wings. It was the epitome of unforgivable sins. And I realize this is the Bible belt, but it seems sometimes that belt more closely resembles a noose, cutting off common sense like circulation. I understand God strives for perfection. But while I'm not arrogant enough to believe God makes mistakes, I'd like to think that he makes exceptions. My mother was the type of woman who wrote thank you cards, not just for the big things in life, but more often for the small ones, those little acknowledgments that said, thank you for thinking of me. It was from her deathbed that she wrote a letter trying to instill that value in me, stating, never cease to tell someone how you feel simply because you can't find the words. And being particularly verbose, I've never been short on words, but there were never enough to even etch the outlines of the portrait I would paint of her. Last time I saw my mother, blood clots had left portions of her skin as black as the precious bubbling crude that governments feeding for like crack addicts, only to wage wars. I knew she would never get to wear the necklace that I picked out for Christmas. But I bought it for her anyway, hoping to see the hint of a smile. And it is my inclination to say that you don't realize how precious life is until you've driven home on Christmas Day, knowing you'll never again see the woman who brought you into this world. But I know everyone has their story, and this is just mine. God won't give us more than we can handle, she said. God is so strict, so unforgiving, so vengeful that he would punish a good woman for eternity. Then, honey, I guess I'll be seeing you in hell. That's my time. All right, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? You know what? We're going to do this. We're going to do it this way. Y'all snap with me? Snap, snap, snap. 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 Now clap with me. Clap, clap, clap. Yeah, clap with me. Clap, clap, clap. Clap with me. Clap, clap, clap. Now clap with me. Clap, clap, clap. Now, Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. There you go. All right, so this next open mic artist, seen all across the town. You might have just seen him just running around here. Anyway, he's originally from Baltimore, been here a couple of years. He's fantastic. Got some shows coming up. I'm gonna let him tell you about it. All right, I know, right? It's crazy. All right, so y'all please clap it up right now. Sorry, clap it right now. Start clapping right now for Frank Expression. You gotta clap from all the way up there. Hey, I'm Frank Expression. I won't be before you long. My host just sat down and like begged me to come up here. Like, hey, you got shows you gotta promote. And like, host gotta promote too. It's crazy. All right. So we're gonna do it this way. All right. I think that worked. All right. So I'm gonna play a note and then y'all gonna sing. Oh man, I know I've seen so many nervous faces. All right, it's all right. You got it. You gonna sound the same. All right, cool. I think that works. All right. So y'all gonna sing the note that I played using the syllable la. Y'all ready? I know you are. Great. Wonderful. You guys are like pros. It's absolutely incredible. Now I'm gonna play something. Y'all gonna sing it back to me. Ooh, okay. I think it's a little fast. Great. There you go. Folks, here's a story about an unknown poet.
but were afraid to show it. In their pockets sat sonnets and haikus. It'd be a shame if this person were you. They would hang out in open mics and showcases. Watch artists unload bars like shell cases. Meanwhile, harvesting a murder inside, but why? If it's your body, you have to hide. All right, we're going to do the thing. All ready? Great. Wonderful. Meanwhile, on the scene, there was a need to be seen. Confident artists were portrayed as mean. Meanwhile, same artists were afraid but aware of some. They just had different art. Same road. See yourself as more than just a story. You're an experience, no matter how corny. Leave your lefts, right your wrongs, empty your cue. An unknown poet is a person just like you. Frank_expression, thank y'all. Golly, Frank_expression, y'all. That was incredible. Oh, it's like I've never seen anything like it before. What an incredible artist. Hey, like I said, follow me at Frank_expression. That's Frank_expression. Apparently, he's headlining a whole showcase on Tuesday, which is absolutely amazing. I think he's also performing with Sidekick, you know, the guy that you seen earlier. He's performing with him on November 29th for his poetry special. Absolutely. What? And Boss Lady J? Yo, this whole lineup is stacked. Y'all don't, tickets are on sale right now. Please buy your tickets. Because why not? You don't want to miss this amazing show. Speaking of amazing shows, y'all ready to get back to the competition? Yes! All right, so please put your hands together. Start clapping right now. Start clapping right now for Brother Phil the
Positivity over poverty is my philosophy, see. We living in times that holy text prophesy. And I just want to promote my piece of peace and preach one time. I pick apart particular scripture from Psalms to get my day going. And Proverbs is my water when I'm parched. Watch me pray and make Lake Michigan part. Like Moses when he freed the people from Pharaoh. I allowed my pain to produce my progress. So it's only proper that I step into a new season of my crime. Pop, pop goes the poor boy's pistol carbine. Now Paul is dead, and Lil Pookie gotta go do prison time. My poems do more than just rhyme. I speak light and push God's agenda with each line. They told me preaching and poetry don't mix. But then I put myself out here on this stage for all to see, sort of like a poetic crucifix. And I'm not saying that I'm a prophet, but I know that I'm planted on this planet for a predestined purpose. I'm prolific. And I'm preaching right now. But I know that I am planted on this planet for a predestined purpose. I'm prolific. And most poets is parasites, leeching off the people's participation. I don't do poetry for ego pacification. I'm trying to produce a new generation, a new nation of peacemakers. My peace keeps me protected from haters. Procrastinators never prosper. See, I'm a doctor. And the healing that I prescribe is pure. These pompous punch play too much. I preach and I pray. Period. Call me a poet, call me a pastor, call me a preacher, call me a prophet. Even with no money in my pockets, you can't call me poor because I am perfectly spiritually prosperous. Positivity over poverty is my philosophy. These poems y'all gonna hear tonight, these poems ain't mine. These pieces is God's property. I ain't gonna do too much talking. We're gonna go ahead and keep on talking. Yes, I'm trying to be the Muhammad Ali of verbal boxing. I train for this stage like I'm Crawford. No pun intended. I'm Floyd Mayweather with these letters. I'm Mike Tyson when I'm writing. And I want to be the reincarnated Bob Marley with my poetry so that I can change the game. Call me Sam Cooke because I represent the change that has came. I aspire to be what John Legend is when he sings, and you can see the passion in me. And when I'm deceased, I want my name to ring in these streets like Tupac and Biggie. Nas said there was a mansion for thugs, but what if there was a whole thug city? And Thug City is where all of the street soldiers go when on earth they can't find peace. Thug City would be for kids with clips who be grinding. And I want to visit that place called Beautiful with India Aubrey. I could be compared to Alicia Keys and her keys with me and my poetry. I pray to mirror earth, wind, and fire and perform so soulfully. See, truthfully, I know that there are seeds of greatness in me. And as long as God continues to water my seeds, the world will watch my seeds become trees. I'm just trying to get paid in full. Rakim. Would I be wrong if I said I felt like Trey Songz because I just got to make it? I'm just hoping and waiting. I'm just waiting and anticipating for my greatness. I want to make an impact on history like Frankie Beverly and Maze did. It's amazing. I feel like Lauryn Hill because I can't be locked in these cages. I get out. Oh, I get out before you're boxing. Somebody light up an incense and candle because now I'm feeling like Erykah Badu about to write me a haiku. But what's the point, preacher? The point that I'm trying to minister to all of you is if everybody I just named did it, then so can you. Now go be great. Again, my name is Brother Hill the Hood from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, but the earth is absolutely my turf. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall put all my faith in God and fight to the last breath in my chest. See, life can be hard, lots of drama and stress, but keep your head up and always give your best. See, life is about passing spiritual tests. May God bless the child that hasn't sown. May He show favor over children growing up in broken homes. Sometimes I wonder what hurts more, a broken heart or a broken bone. To all my soldiers in the struggle, you are not alone. We're going to speak a little life in this poem. See, God didn't build us to be financially broke. We were built for abundance, dominion, and authority. The good book says so. We have to be at peace and learn how to let go. Let go of doubt and don't be fearful. Hold hope close to your heart because I do believe in miracles. The doctor said your condition has taken a turn for the worse, but I, claiming God, will heal you. Drink from the living waters, let them fulfill you. Your past does not disqualify you from a future that is fruitful. You may have been hungry, broke, molested, and cold, but none of that shit kills you. So since you are still here, it's another day to reveal you. Shake off the dust and reveal the real you. See, God will renew you. Look back on all that you've been through. Ponder on how the devil tried to dominate your mentals, but you are still here. See, when the Bible says, be still and know that I am God, it means rejoice in the fact that you are simply still standing, even though times are hard. And some people say, what is God? God is the beating of your beating heart. God is what you have when you have nothing left. God will give you the willpower to conquer your flesh. I'm fucking preaching. I'm fucking preaching. God will give you the willpower to conquer your flesh. What is God? God is hope during dark affliction. God is the willpower of a man who is 10 years sober from his dope addiction. God can be seen in the eyes and the smiles of the children. God is the feeling of healing, and I won't be anywhere if God's presence isn't in the building. God is a transformation from the caterpillar to the butterfly. God's word is all I need to get my mind right. And when I cry on the inside, I use God's mercy as a tissue to wipe those tears. See, God isn't ego and pride. God isn't conquering divide. When I was in the hospital battling blood cancer, it wasn't the medicine and drugs, but God that kept me alive. Okay. God is deeper than religion. God is the feeling of being free, even if locked in the prison. God guides my divine mission. God is everything from the small atom to the large planet. God is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Good. God is knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. God will make tables for you to feast on in front of your enemies, and you won't if you think God won't reveal your frenemies. God is what rescued me from what preaching. God is what rescued me from suicidal tendencies. God is purity. God has a recovery plan called AAA, just in case his kids who have faith get caught in a tough place. AAA stands for my atrocities, advance my anointing. My God. See, because anything you go through is only designed to grow you. God is trying to show you to remain hopeful and know that we're going to pull through. In my hoods in Milwaukee, they do drive-bys, they pull up and shoot. Now, instead of one life lost, we have lost two. The one who the bullet went through and the one who decided to shoot. But I have proof that if we all came together, we could save our youth. And if we all came together, we could save our neighborhood. See, me, I'm a praying man, and I'd pray all day if I could. Because prayer is my peace. Prayer is my protection. Prayer is my passion. Poetry is my prayer. Poetry is my prayer. And now, hopefully in this poem, somebody heard the sounds of change breaking in the air. There's a shifting and a shaking in the air. The last shall be first. And that time is almost here. Somebody say, preach, black man. Preach, black man.
Clap it up one more time for Brother Hill and his
Clap it for that man one more time.
Catch me on Sunday. Anyway. Yo, we got one last competitor. Are y'all ready? Yeah. All right. Can y'all please start clapping right now? Start clapping right now for Groovy.
want to fall asleep next to someone undoubtedly mine. I want to be held and not have to question or savor the moment. I don't want to crave love. I don't want to dream about being in love forever. I want to have it. I want to feel it. I need to feel it. I've never known what it's like. I've only known what it's like to give, and I used to be afraid that I'll die a single woman. The society has taught me to leave the store doors of my heart open, to be warm, welcoming, to smile. But that is rude to question the customer who wants to enter. I've been taught patience, that a man is entitled to shop around if he wants, that he can put my heart on layaway, or he can purchase it, pretending it's something he wants, that he can take years unwrapping and using my love for his advantage and return it once he's damaged it. I've been taught the societal policy that the customer is always right. And it's not fair to me because I want love. I want real love. I want to be loved. I want to be in love. I want reciprocation. Is that too much to ask? No, it ain't. But we're going to be honest today. Sometimes we the problem. Just saying church. Be honest. Sometimes we be the problem, okay? Sometimes in our efforts to want love, we forget the healing. We forget that love starts with ourselves. Okay? We skip a couple steps trying to step into something and you step in a bunch of we ain't got a cuss to say it. We know we being a bunch of and it's all right. I found myself in a lot of cycles, always constantly dating the same man. I was never one of the people who's like, oh, these niggas ain't nothing. I was never one of those people. I more so took the reflective approach. And I didn't stand the reflective approach for so long, that's how I ended up dating the same one again. But I learned my lesson with therapy. And I had to figure out all the ways and reasons of why I constantly kept dating the same person. And it started with my childhood, a little childhood trauma. If you ever wondering why you act in a certain way, just ask yourself 5 whys and then go back to childhood and look at your parents and be like, it was you. I grew up in Jacksonville, Florida. Stay strapped. I'm from Duval County. Okay, and yeah. Oh, sorry, I got a little jingle for y'all. I'm from the '90s. This is from the '90s. Repeat after me. Jello. With enthusiasm. Jello. It's alive. Y'all had it. One more time. Jello. It's alive. I lost 76, actually 82 pounds. I no longer need seatbelt extenders on airplanes. I can sit in chairs without my thighs spilling over the armrest and cross my legs. My cycles are regulated again. My mega knees are kicking in. I've gone from 4X to extra large, but for some reason, I can't see the changes. Apparently, it's called phantom fat, a form of body dysmorphic disorder when the obese version of you haunts you in the mirror. When you've been bullied into carrying the weight that isn't yours. It's the reason being proud of my weight loss feels like I'm pinning joint onto fragile fabric. Jello, it's alive. You know, before I learned my first cross stitch, I learned how to suck my stomach in. My neighbor taught me. She wanted me to have a dinner jumpsuit that was a tad bit too small, so she said, girl, you better suck that big old belly in. So I did. She dipped me up, snug like a secret I wasn't ready to keep. Smiled like she mended something broken, like I should be grateful for being pinned into something that wasn't made for me in the first place. Jello, it's alive. Diane may not know it, but I never breathed right the same again. That denim conflict became a first patchwork, a template for how to shape myself into acceptability. Trim along the lines, cut the excess, bind the edges, and I wish I was fat the first time they called me fat. Maybe their words would have seemed ripped away into my confidence because I wasn't fat then, just a cotton plant in production, just growing, just another kid that still liked fruit snacks, but I had to learn quickly, fat is not a word, it's a verb. A sentence I'm convicted to carry out before my body catches up to the charge. A double stitch of shame looped to fray the very thread of me, and now I wear an extra, extra large shirt, but I still buy a 4X as a safety pin because I can't see the changes. And when that shirt needs tailoring, I don't cut off the excess. My mind is still sewn into the side of the cloth that no longer serves me. Weaving in your compliments is proof that I belong in this body, because losing weight has unraveled me and began winding the bobbin of a body I've never known. I can't even tell you when I stopped being able to recognize myself. But it had to be between that stupid Jello jingle kids used to tease me about and the stiff seams of Diane's breathtaking denim jumpsuit. That had to be when I started to believe that love had weight limits, that affection is earned in the absence of weight, that joy comes only after the hemming, after the pleats are pressed, after I overcast every loose edge and I swallow myself like the jingle of this poem so I can finally fit into society's version of enough. But Jello, I'm alive. Phantom fat is alive and it's a strange thing. I lost 82 pounds. I now wear an extra, extra large shirt, but I still buy a 4X as a thimble because I can't see the changes. I was bullied into carrying a weight that wasn't mine for so long that it bonded with my destiny. And now it haunts me in the mirror, long after I've lost it. Before you seek out anybody else, you have to seek yourself first. The only way to find yourself is through God. The only way I found myself and climbed out of the darkness was through God. And that's the only way you'll ever do it. I lost myself for so many years inside of so many people and so much trauma. But the moment I decided to take my backpack off, the moment I decided to unpack the suitcase and say, here, God, that's the moment that my entire life changed. And I'm not certain why he did it. But I do thank God that I was born on fire, that my body be ablaze. Every time they try to water me down, I turn water. I make all of that water go poof, I turn lightning. Y'all can play in that water if you want to. I'm the conductor now. Everything I touch can go boom. I come steam. Now who said they want some of this smoke? I am the dragon glass from Dragonstone. You can't take them dainty diamonds for war, baby. I'm bouncing in pocket like it's casually rock. There was a time where I let people keep me in the pit. They did their best to snuff me out, to smother the oxygen out of my lungs, to dampen my spark. I'm not ashamed to admit that for a while it worked. Yes, they abused me. They doubted me. They gave up on me. I lost my own stuff in the ashes. I gave up on me. There was some nights all I had to hold on to was Psalm 18. And I begged God, please keep my lamp burning. God, please turn the road into light and show me. But you spent so much time in the darkness, baby. You ain't got no choice but to look inside and see that you are the light. So now I tell him, I already served my time with darkness. Now I don't give him no choice but to see this light or see the light. Meet this match or meet that maker. You know they always want to blame the fire. But when have you ever seen a fire start itself? I'm not the cause, baby. I'm the reaction. You know, they turned their backs on me. And that really fueled up my potential. I'm going kinetic now. Now I'm a wildfire. Now I'm untamable. Now I'm free. Now I'm a hellraiser, a trailblazer. Because I learned that regardless of my circumstances, all heat rises. I am ignition. I am boundless. I am power. I am light. There is methanol flavor in my soul. So y'all can take it personal when I say I never needed near one of y'all to tell me I'm fire anyway. I've been getting my Daenerys Targaryen on in the womb. I had to see the flame for myself, but it was always written in the Dragonstone. My God made me Aries, made me first, everything I touch go boom.
Yo, what a show! What a show! Can you please give it up for all the competitors tonight? Oh my gosh, I'm flying on stage, y'all. Oh man, this is so much fun. So much fun. Oh man, I can't wait to go watch this back on Connected TV or either Roku TV or Fire TV. Hey, y'all haven't seen the past shows or even season 1. You guys get to see all that because that's available right now on Roku TV and Fire TV on the Connected TV app. That's a live TV. But you need more TV because that's where the Poetry in Motion competition is. All right, y'all, please clap it up for yourselves and make it all the way to the night. At this time, let me give you guys a couple minutes. There should be a little black QR code, yes, on your table. All right, at this time, you can vote for your favorite, for the crowd favorite. All right. Now, voting just opened up. Voting just opened up. So while you're voting, we'll give you a couple minutes. We'll give you like, let's do 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Y'all go ahead and tally your votes. I'm gonna go ahead and tally the judges' votes. And then we're going to be right back with the winner. Y'all having a good time. I'm having a good time. Y'all ready to go home? No? Y'all see your bags? Can I get all the competitors to the stage? All the competitors to the stage. Basically, that's you. All right, Lucas, that's you. I know y'all sorry. I'm not gonna put the like age out there. But hey, Mother Hill Hood, that's you. Don't go. I'm ready to go home and walk, you know. It's like dragging the feet. Y'all, please clap it up for these amazing artists tonight. Oh man. Even in a cloudy room, y'all are the stars of the night. Let's just say that. I'm a poet, I can say stuff like that. Anyway, y'all, it's time. All right. So, no, we're going to do it this way. This is tough. This is so tough. All right. Y'all want to know why this is tough? Y'all say why? Why? We got a time penalty, y'all. I know. But, hold up. Hello? Yes, a tie. Oh, for real? Yeah. Oh, for real? That's not what I told him at the beginning. Oh, okay. You the producer. We're gonna do what you say. All right, cool. All right. So I'm just gonna go ahead. I got a call from Kevin. Y'all, this has never been heard of for any of the poetry in motion competitions. All right. But both winners, because I'll start first, both winners are going to the finals. Can y'all clap up? Our producers are so generous. I want to cry, but I'm not, because I got to tell y'all who the winners are. All right, I'm going to announce them both at the same time, because, yeah, together, all right? So can I get a drum roll, please, y'all, for the Bravo, the winner of episode 3 of season 2 of the Poetry and Motion competition are Brother Hill Hood and Ruben! Both y'all, that's crazy. Speech, you saying that a speech, both y'all, speech.
All glory is due to God. All glory is due to my mom and my sister. I am nothing without those beautiful black women in my And when you fuck with this Heal the Hood movement, poetry is just the avenue we use as ministry. This Heal the Hood organization, this movement, this mission is something that we take serious, and we've been able to take this thing around the globe. So I ain't gonna do too much talking, but definitely tap in with me on IG, A Butler, MKE, Heal the Hood, y'all.
My brother, Gary Lee, and my support system in the area. And what y'all do? Y'all can follow me on Instagram at ITSRUBIX_. I look forward to seeing y'all soon.
All right, now, here's for the crowd vote with an overwhelming, I think almost like 50%. Y'all can see it, I can also see it. Y'all, can y'all please clap it up for Rubens for 5 minutes for a special feature. What? Public campaign out here? That's crazy. All right, golly, thank y'all. Y'all been an amazing crowd. Thank these wonderful, amazing artists, each and every one. Oh man, what a hell of a show. Thank you to our wonderful judges for just being great judges. Y'all can get y'all feedback online. I got y'all. Y'all, thank you to the whole Connected TV crew. Thank you, DJ Five. Thank you, High Brewery. Thank you, Frank Expression. You cool. I'll see you later. Queen City Awards, November 22nd. I'll see y'all there. P Square. Save into the tickets for the next competition. Y'all, please get me out of here. I'll see y'all later.
Say I know